Hello, hello. Let's just check before I start waffling to make sure that I am live in the group. And also to say to thank Facebook for, oh yes, there we are, to thank Facebook for putting the notification out that I am going live. Here we are, without any prompt, without any pushing, promoting, saying that I'm here, but I'm here for the Tuesday live. It's been a little while again. I've been off out and about walking and doing different things, so I thought it was about time that I'm coming here and caught up with you all, because I haven't spoken to you for ages. For those of you that are on my email list, I didn't send one out last month for April at the end of the month, because there's something else that I'm doing with my list for last month, which I'm going to be getting in contact for this month. But end of May, you will have your newsletter as normal, but you'll be hearing from me very soon. Thank you very much for those of you that came on board and took part in the 10 days free access. That was lovely to have you in here within the academy, and chatting with me and working on your business with me behind the scenes. So that was lovely to have you all involved in that. Thank you for those that took part. And just really generally, thank you to everyone that is still supporting the academy. I really appreciate that. I know we're going through some struggling times. Well, I've got therapists that are struggling. I've got other therapists that are rush off their feet. So it's an interesting mix of seeing what therapists are doing that's working, seeing therapists what they're doing and not working, and seeing what therapists are not doing. So it's all very, very interesting. And now also, of course, with launching my apothecary back in March, where I still work with my core clients, of course, now working with herbs and getting new clients. Again, it's putting the new marketing in place, so I can still share with experience what I'm going through myself with promoting the business. But the reason I'm in here today, and again, this has been prompted by a morning journal question I gave to the academy members this morning, and also with what I've gone through myself with the apothecary, is to find out whether you have branded your business. And the reason I'm questioning and I'm putting this out there for you this morning is that I can scroll, you know me, I'm a social media addict, I admit that, and I spend an hour or two first thing in the morning on social media before I come in the cabin to work. And a lot of it is research, a lot of it's just scrolling, a lot of it's catching up with people, all different reasons and agendas why I do my social media, or looking through social media, Instagram reels, etc. First thing in the morning. And I noticed when I'm scrolling through, and maybe you find the same, that you can scroll through and some you just skim. We are all trying to shout out in the big wide world there, and especially on social media, especially if you're using Facebook or Instagram, we're all trying to shout and shout the loudest to be noticed. We're all trying to create engaging posts. We're all trying to get our posts seen. We're all trying to get people to engage in them, to react to them, maybe even book an appointment with us through them. But what I found with scrolling recently is that even before I've seen who the post is by, I can recognise and I can know who that post is from, who's created that image, who's created that post. I can recognise it before I've even seen who's done it, because of the style, because of their theme, because of how they've done it. And what I mean is they've got their branding of the business, they've got their look. So when it pops up on my timeline, I'll know, oh, that's such and such. I'll know before I read it. So I know whether I want to skim through or whether I actually want to stop and read. And that's what I'm asking you. Do you have branding with your business? We all pick colours and we all pick a font, what we want, and we have it matching on our, you know, website and on our social, you know, social media pages, and our branding cover, on our photo cover on the top. We all got the same. But do you keep that consistent with your posts? I do, you know, believe in sharing our own images, things like that. But when, like, background of an image, do you put your main color of your business in there? Do you put your logo on there? As I said, when you're scrolling through, can a person recognize your business and know it's you before they've even seen it? It's the same with the marketing, with the flyers, with postcards, with posters. Can somebody look at that and know it's you before they've even read it properly? Because if you can, then that helps, because that will help people to stop and read it. If they know it's yours and they follow you and they like what you do, they will stop and read. Otherwise, they're going to skim. Like you skim a newspaper, like you skim a letter. They will skim read it. They will just go through it quickly if it doesn't interest them. But if they can recognize you and your business and they want to keep up with your stuff and read your stuff, help them by branding. So I don't just mean getting your, you know, your colours and your font right. Do you create a mood board? Doesn't have to be perfect right from the start. Things may change. We all rebrand. I'm 20 years on, and I've just had a rebranding of the business. I had a rebrand of the business after the first 5 years. Then I've done the next 15 exactly the same. Now I've gone for a complete rebrand and a new name and everything. So you don't have to be the same. Your branding can change. And we often, especially over the last 2 years, we've seen many businesses change their theme, change their look, because how they've adapted through the recent times. But have you have you created a brand board? Have you got a vision? Do you have a theme? Again, the reason I'm asking is because, again, I can see therapist businesses that I know who they are and I know what they're doing and what they're representing, but their business doesn't show that because they are posting ad hoc, willy-nilly, when they want to. Oh, something appeals to them, so they're sharing that. There's another idea from somewhere else, so they're sharing that. So they haven't got like set templates or a set look or a set theme where they'll put maybe quotes on, or they'll add an image to it. It's like I was talking about the colour of the background of the post. Again, you know, this is the main colour of the business. So what you'll see with mine is a lot of mine have that darkish green, a bit like the aqua, I think they call it. The darkish green is my main background. I then have a light blue and a yellow and white are my other colours. So I will try and bring those into my branding. With my Annie's Holistics training, it's very bright colours. It's a navy background, but then there's a lighter blue, there's pink, and there's yellow. With my apothecary, it's greens and aubergine. So they're the colours I'm using throughout. I've even taken those colours into with my apothecary business now. I've even taken those colours into my towels, into my couch covers. I've taken it into there. It will also be within my uniform. I didn't used to. It's just something that I'm going through now. But again, that's what I'm asking is whether, because I said what is it that you're looking for. So again, picking up things like Tesco's, every little helps. We're looking at L'Oreal, because you're worth it. It's those things, it's those strap lines, it's when somebody sees that they recognise it's your business. So like with the Academy, my Holistics original business was therapies in the comfort of your own home. That's 20 years ago I created that. I haven't got a strap line for the apothecary yet, but it'll come. The Academy is does your business need therapy, is my strapline for that. People know me as the wise owl, so when people see owls and things, they associate me. So I'm often getting owls and that, images being sent to me, videos being sent to me, photographs of, oh Ali, have you seen this owl in the Works are selling owl stationery or whatever. I'm often being sent these different things because when people see owls, they think of me. So again, I'm saying to again with Wales as well, I get different bits because again, we're talking about being Welsh. So people are picking things up and are recognising it in their timeline whenever the academy comes up, or whenever anything owl comes up, they think of me. So what is it have you done that you can identify with your business so that people can look along their timeline and go, oh, that's Ali's post, I want to have a read of that. Oh, that's, Ali's got a blog there, I must have a click and have a read of that, or save it and I'll read it for later, or engage in it in some way. Or are they just going to scroll through because you've got no set theme there? You've got no set template in the colours or the look of your business. And this is, as I said, font and colours is there, but it's also what's your favourite images. I was doing a branding board for a therapist the other week, and she's very much into nature. So all her themes, her theme and her images are all based around the trees, about woodland, about the colour, about what she's trying to create with her business, what the feeling are. Because once you can create something like a brand board, or you get an actual picture, you get the theme of your business, that helps you to focus. Also helps you with your consistency. Because again, sometimes you can be looking at your computer going, what am I going to, what am I going to create today? Where when you've got a brand template, when you've got a theme, it helps you then to have those consistent posts. I've got 3 accounts now that I'm looking for with my Done For You service. I do have room for one more. But I've got 3 accounts that I maintain for therapists, posting for them. With each one, I've created a brand board. With each one, I've got templates already built up so that I can add images to them, or I can add testimonials to them, or I can add quotes for them, so that when people are flicking through their timeline, they'll recognize that business, who that is, because it starts to become consistent with color and with the image. So those the 3 that I'm doing there. Again, when I set up a Trello board, you can see with the Trello board when I'm doing a content library for therapists. Again, it's a monthly list of the different posts, but again, you can see the branding, you can see the symmetry, you can see the passion, you can see the interest that's there because the branding and the colours are there. So again, they get recognised. It's the same then when you're out at a fair or an event. Half of the work is done for you because people will be wandering around, and once they see your branding, they'll go, oh, that's Ali, from, I'm always mentioning me, but it could be Debbie, it could be Teresa, it could be Mary, it could be whoever. But your branding's going to stand out at the event because they've already seen you on social media. They've already seen that branding on social media. So they will come then and have a look at your store. Again, I'm often talking to therapists now, and I'll say to them, and they go, oh, and they start talking to me, oh, can you help me out with this, blah, blah, I want a business review, etc., etc. And they say, oh, I've come across you, I recognise your branding, recognised you, and the work that you do. So it's having this consistency that people start to identify and look out there for you. So that really helps with your marketing, putting your message across, but getting the engagement, getting the reach, and getting that word out there about you. But if you start, again, you can change things. You can, if you see a favourite post of yours from Law of Attraction or the energy messages like that I share every day in this group, things like that, you can share that, yes. But when you're actually talking about your message and promoting you and your business, have that consistency, have that theme. And again, then you will be identifiable in a person's timeline and you'll stand out from everybody else. So I hope that helps today with Tuesday's tip. It's all about the branding. It's looking at the consistency. It's looking about being recognised from people in your area. It helps you stand out when you're at events, etc. If people are identifying who you are, not that you're a mishmash of different things because you keep changing what your memes are. There's no consistency with it. So have a look at your own branding. If you want me to have a look for you, I can do that. That's not a problem. I can take a look at your social media and check that you're having that consistency, that image out there. But yeah, for now, there's your Tuesday's tip for today. Is to have a look at your branding, have a look at your review, check it out with your Google My Business. Is it coming across on there as well? The consistency of your image. And any questions, do let me know. Let me know if you've watched this on replay. Nobody's been on today, so yeah, you'll all be watching it on replay, as I haven't been on for a while. But yeah, if you've got any questions or got any comments, or let me know what you think about your own branding. Let me know, do you think branding is important for you and your business? I'd like to know your thoughts. But for now, take care, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.